Hey everybody, I have come back to a field that I haven't been to in over a year, or about a year, since the COVID started. And this field is what I will call my crash site field because one of the first things I found here was parts of a crashed plane from the 50s. And I'm out here today. I just wanted to come out here and see what I could find and just piddle around. And I actually wanted to see a really nice sunset, but I'm finding pieces of the airplane crash, and I just want to dig right here and see if I can't find. There's a piece here somewhere that is going to be part of the plane. I'm pretty sure it's right there. And these pieces are pieces of the fuselage from a Sabre jet from the 50s. Yeah, that's what that is. I don't know if you can see or not. You wouldn't know maybe, but these are rivets right here. And this is part of the downed aircraft from, I'm not sure what year, 50, 55, 56. Not real sure, but this was a Sabre jet. The story that I got was that the pilot bailed out a couple cities over. Of course, this was all rural farmland back then, but he bailed out a couple cities away, and the plane, I guess, eventually crashed here. But the reason I recognized the parts when I first found them was because this is what I do for a living. I do aircraft structural sheet metal work, so I recognize these pieces, and I said, this is an airplane. And then I got the history from the landowner that, yeah, when they were kids, the plane had crashed here, and the Air Force had come out and recovered it. But that's what that is. That is a part of a structural part of an airplane from the 1950s. See you on the next. So I have another signal here. It's probably the same type of material. Let's see if I can find it. It should be pretty easy to find. Yep, there it is. Get my old knife out, or digger. Oh, this is a pretty big chunk. Let me clean it off, see what it is, and I'll be right back. Well, I don't recognize what this is, so I can't really say that it is part of the aircraft. Looks more like a bearing, maybe. Maybe that's a spot where you oil, and that's a bearing. It could be from the aircraft. It could be a hanger bearing. Not sure. Interesting anyway. See you on the next find. Well, the sun is setting, so I'm short on time, but I love this field, even though it is cotton. But I have found another section of the aircraft. That's what they call flush rivets right there. I don't know what portion of the aircraft this is, but probably the outside, since it's flush rivets for aerodynamics. But I'm heading to a spot that the owner just told me where an old black walnut tree used to be. Let's see if I can find anything else. But this will probably be the end of this, unless I find something really fantastic, and then I may just tell you, get back with you when I get to the house. But I hope y'all have a blessed evening, and see you on the next hunt or the next find. Okay, everyone, I'm back in from my hunt this afternoon over in the what I'm calling the crash field. It's actually a homestead. Well, it started out as a homestead hunt, and this is when I started finding the aircraft parts, these pieces and parts all in the field near the house. So that's why I call it the crash field. Parts from the airplane that crashed back in the 50s. So I have several pieces here that are of the fuselage of the aircraft. You can see the rivet holes and such, and there's some sort of a clamp right there. And these two pieces I'm not sure about. That is a bearing of some sort, so that very possibly could be, and this also could be from the aircraft, but it also could be from a tractor. Got the usual can slaw and aluminum pieces. I don't know what it's from, but aluminum pieces, and have to get those, and a nail. But the good finds that I have from the Homestead crash field is I have a train button, a tough nut button. I found this dime in the parking lot of this Homestead home. Has now been turned into a store. Used to be an antique store, and this is a nail cap lead piece. Now this right here is a label off of a hydraulic component from that aircraft that crashed. My dog's protecting me. But this piece has part numbers on it, and a serial number actually. So I will be able to look this up and find out what component it came off of, and I can get back with y'all and let you know what the component is. There's see the part number, a serial number, rating. It's a hydraulic valve, manual control, property of the U.S. government, and that circle there with the number in it is a TI stamp, and that order number, I think that's also a TI stamp that's in that. But this is very interesting because it helps me to identify the aircraft, which I've already done on another part that I was able to look up the part number. But this is very interesting, finding pieces that have identification on it. So I'll get back with y'all on that one. But anyway, I'm back, and I think I'm going to go back to that field again, maybe tomorrow, and see what else I can find. I was surprised to find the buttons. Oh, did I tell you that button is a railroad? One of the train buttons that I've been finding over in these other fields I've been going to. And I'm drinking my hot tea while I'm doing this, and I guess I'll go so you don't have to listen to my dog bark anymore. So I'll catch you on the next hunt, and happy hunting, and see you on the next hunt.